The chapter opens with the king's eunuchs being intercepted by ministers while organizing documents at the royal secretariat. The eunuchs revealed they were following the crown prince's order to list all items that have been given to the envoys from the Ming Empire since the reign of His Majesty King Sejong. The ministers, realizing Hyung's deep calculation, cried out, "What? This little brat!" Moments later, a desperate official rushed to the court, announcing that His Highness the Crown Prince is packing up to go to the Ming Empire right now. King Sejong, Queen, and ministers hurried to the East Palace. King Sejong furiously confronted his son. "You little brat, what is with this impulsive behavior?" Hyung retorted that he was not impulsive, but doing what I have to do as the Crown Prince. He argued that age isn't a limit to doing the right thing. He equated the king to the father of the people and himself to the eldest brother, stating, "My brothers wail every time an envoy comes and goes, so how can the eldest brother stay quiet?" Enraged, the king demanded the chief eunuch bring a whip and a fulling block. The queen and ministers immediately pleaded for leniency, but the king ordered the queen to be escorted out, proclaiming, "The younger you are, the more severely you should be scolded." The king proceeded to severely punish the crown prince, citing 3 sins: acting arrogant with his little knowledge, looking down on the retainers and lacking manners, and taking his father's orders lightly. He ordered Hyung to repent thoroughly and ensure the behavior never happened again. Afterwards, as the king was leaving, he muttered a warning to the still present ministers, "You petty people who are no better than a child." The queen's eunuch later confirmed that the queen angrily blamed the ministers for the incident, saying, "How were you all unable to come up with what such a young child came up with and cause this incident to happen?" Later, the queen came to the king, questioning why he punished Hyung so severely. King Sejong revealed his calculated reasoning. He conceded the crown prince is a clever kid, but warned a tree that stands too upright breaks easily. He explained that the punishment was necessary because there are times when one becomes so intoxicated by your own cleverness that you face opposition from your ministers. The key to leadership, he revealed, was trust. If one can't obtain the trust of the ministers, how will one be able to look after his people? The king then took the scrolls Hyung had organized. These documents detailed the wealth sent to Ming, revealing the smallest recorded demand was 2 months' worth of the annual budget. He exclaimed that the wealth sent to Ming would total around 1 year's budget. He confronted the ministers with the evidence, showing that the wealth sent to Ming was increasing year on year. When the ministers were unable to answer, the king lashed out, "Are you unable to think of the thing that even the young crown prince thought of?" The terrified ministers apologized repeatedly. The king gave the ministers 2 hours to decide on the envoy representative and his aide, warning that failure to comply would be judged as high treason. The king concluded his conversation with the queen, assuring her he would guide Hyung so he could walk on the righteous path. Hyung's actions were extreme but not wrong, and the king's discipline was deemed appropriate due to that extremism.